Hello, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to another alpha session. I would like to share one of my experimental buggy application. I was trying to develop a RAT in C# with a GUI facility, and my main aim was to achieve a remote desktop viewer plus a shell controller. Uh, so remote desktop viewer was to just view the remote desktop, not to interact with that, just view it silently, and shell controller as a normal function just execute commands on the agent. So it doesn't have the conventional RAT structure where the RAT contacts HTTP service or web API from where it sends to tasks to the agents. It's not like that. Yeah, definitely it's going to be like that. I will add more features to this. Currently, it supports only TCP, direct TCP, but I'm in development, halfway development with HTTP. So I can achieve of the exact RAT structure of sending or implementing the actual command or task assessment for the agent on the web API server. But at present, it doesn't have that structure. So as I said, it's a buggy application. So but it has these features: remote desktop viewing feature and the command executor. Why I'm saying it's buggy because the extensive use of threads inside C Sharp, and I'm not that much convenient in using C Sharp threads. The intercommunication between the threads and the socket, underlying socket communication between the GUI and the sockets in another thread. That intercommunication is really causing a bug most of the time when the application closes, but it still works fine for if you are into um, an assessment of your EDR bypass or assessment or antivirus anti-malware testing. Definitely this can be used, but as I said, it's not fully functional, fully featured now. I'll be adding more features into this. So these are the basic stuff I can say about this application. Let me take you to the app. And again, if any one of you are interested in testing this, let me know. I can share the actual binary because the source code is not ready for any production type or any. It's like it has in itself has a lot of bugs, so I have to clean that up before sharing it on my GitHub. Yeah, but I can share that soon on GitHub based on my time I'm getting onto this. But if you are interested to test this, please let me know. I can share it. The binary, actual binaries. Let me take you to the actual application. Yeah, this is the interface. I'm just directly starting from here just to show you the demo. Uh, the main stuff is you have the listener setting. That's a controller setting, and I can build an agent from here. So what you can do is you have to set up the listener settings. On the listener, you can decide which port you want to communicate. I'm just adding the same port here, and on the listener IP, it will show you all the IPs on the machine where it is running. So you can decide on which interface you want to start your listener. And from the listen on stuff is the protocols that it supports. At present, as I said in the beginning, I just implemented only on TCP. But definitely, I'm working on, I will be adding HTTP and HTTPS and SOCKS file. At present, I'm working on HTTP, so yeah, I can share that progress soon. So once if you set this one, you just click set all, then the start server will get activated. But before starting the server, I always recommend to create your agent. So the agent, and here one more thing, these are really fields because these are the stuff that you have already selected from the listener. So just showing up again here. The only thing here you can change is whether I want to make it as a binary or PowerShell script. At present, it's supposed only binary. Yeah, PowerShell script will be added soon. So I'm going to test this with advanced test.exe. I'm going to build my agent build, and let me show. Yeah, this is alpha test. It is here. Let me copy it to my victim path. Like it's a shared path with my virtual machines. Copy this to yeah, my file is copied there. So I'm closing this now. I'm starting my server. So basically, it's going to listen on this particular port on the IP or the interface that you have selected. So once if you started the server, all the other options will get activated. This notify is just like a funny function stuff. You can just notify. I didn't implement that, but it's like just notify, sending messages to the client. Yeah, I'll add those stuff later. For the testing purpose, now the victim has to run this. Yeah, just for your sake of demo, I'm just running this real-time protection is on in this machine, and yeah, I'm on the shared folder part. Copy and from step.exe to C drive users. In fact, I have shared the username, but Windows 10 still shows the old username. Yeah, just copying it here and just keep it. Where is my folder? C drive users. It's here. Alpha test. So I'm going to run it here. So the main functionalities, I mean, the main interesting one is the remote desktop view. And so once if I started this one, yeah, just suddenly pops up and closes itself. I have to do something on that too. That itself is a bug because my plan was to make it invisible, but it's showing up. So now that agent is running, so we can start on the remote desktop view. Yeah, yeah, it's working. Like this is the victim's actual remote desktop currently. I'm just trying to do some changes here just to want to know how effective. See, this is reflecting based upon the changes that I'm doing in here. Like it's very difficult for me to show it the same screen. Yeah, but this is a stuff like this is actual victim machine, and left side here you're seeing my controller screen. And suppose the user is clicking here, I have put a 2 seconds latency in this one just to make sure that nothing is overloaded. So if the user is going to, whatever the user is going to do here, you can see it, you can watch it silently. Just see this. I'm just closing it here on the actual machine and it's closing everything there. So yeah, it works perfectly. It's only 2 seconds delay in that. That's all. Yeah, that's one thing. And the next thing is, yeah, I can close this. Next thing is the command viewer. So we can execute command on that. And this one itself is another stuff like because of the this is running on multi-threaded areas. The intercommunication is somewhat an issue. I entered the command. Yeah, I got the result, but it's not actual one. One letter is missing from that. I'm sending again from my, yeah. This time I'm getting actual result. This is the from my command. I'm just sending ipconfig. Ah, it's working perfectly now. Just said yeah. Ah, this time it didn't take any delay. Sometimes you may need to enter multiple times the same commands, and yeah, there's a gap in showing the result here sometimes, but this time it works perfectly here. Yeah, that's all for this video. This is a progress in my this application, and it is buggy because I'm pretty sure when if I try to close this one, this will end up in error in my application. So I had to solve those issues and to implement other stuff like not the agent. Oh, sorry. Ah, yeah, here on the not here on the listener settings, other protocols. These are the protocols that I'm planning to implement. Plus, I have to make it an actual RAT structure with actual web server running somewhere else that sends commands to agents. And from here, we'll be communicating to our server. Um, that's the normal structure of CNC servers or RAT servers. Or I don't know, whatever you can say. I don't know the difference between actual difference why people are making different names for this one, but for me, it's something a GUI application that you can make use of just your ADR or AV. So you can call it either RAT or CNC, whatever it is. Yeah, you just name it and use it. So as I said, if any one of you are interested in using this one, I can share this, but mind it, it's a buggy one. So definitely there will be bugs. So I expect that. And if you are ready to experiment with bugs, yeah, I can share this. That's all for, yeah, I'm just planning to add more features. May take time, yeah. But it's, as I said in the earlier stage, I'm just learning the threading stuff in C#, and that itself has a lot of options. So I had to make it in a perfect way of not making any bugs with multi-threaded application. Once again, thank you for all of your support. I can see my subscribers are increasing very slowly, but yeah, that's my expectation. I know very less people are interested in coding and making new stuff. At least most of the people who sends me messages are interested in other stuff like researches of mm, existing tools and other stuff. Yeah, definitely I can share that too, but yeah, this is something very exciting that I was doing for the last 1.5 weeks. So that's why I shared this. I'll be continuing the Golang and C# other stuff pretty soon. So till then, it's a bye from Alphas. Once again, thank you all.